Bookies, welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be talking Dystopian Rex part... What part even is this? Part 3, I think. Yeah, let's talk about it. Hi, I'm not talking to anyone. She thinks that I'm talking to people on the phone, but I'm just talking to a video recorder. Camera thing. My God, I am so old. She just loves when I talk to people on the phone. She also likes talking to people on the phone. Anyways, we're not here for her. You get more of her in the vlog. Today we're going to be talking about Dystopian Rex. I love dystopian. While it's not my favorite genre anymore, I still really appreciate the series. I think it's super important, especially when society is, you know, starting to go to crap. But it's a very good look at, like, things that could potentially happen in a society. So if you were looking for more recommendations on more dystopian novels, because it's not a fledged out genre that you would happen upon in a bookstore. They're usually kind of either lumped in fantasy or sci-fi. Sometimes I see them in contemporary for some reason. This is for you. The first one we're going to be talking about is The Good Luck Girls by Charlotte Nicole Davis. Westworld meets The Handmaid's Tale in this stunning fantasy adventure. We have Aster the Protector, Violet the Favorite, Tansy the Medic, Mallow the Fighter, and Clementine the Catalyst. The country of Arquetta calls them Good Luck Girls. They know their luck is anything but. Sold to a welcome house as children and branded with cursed markings, trapped in a life they would have never chosen. When Clementine accidentally murders a man, the girls risk a dangerous escape and harrowing journey to find freedom, justice, and revenge in a country that wants them to have none of those things. Pursued by Arquetta's most vicious and powerful forces, both human and inhuman, their only hope do not eat the Christmas presents. Their only hope lies in a bedtime story passed from one good luck girl to another. A story that only the youngest and most desperate would ever believe. It's going to take more than luck to, for them to all survive. This is technically a dystopian because a lot of it is old Wild West themed, and it's kind of like this barren wasteland for a lot of the world, and you're kind of led to believe that this is an older America. I particularly didn't rate this very well. I think I gave it like a 3 out of 5. It was good, but it didn't really hold my interest, but it's still good, and you know, maybe you'll like it. Maybe I just missed something. I sometimes do. The next one we have is Legend by Marie Lu. What was once the Western United States is now home to the Republic, a nation perpetually at war with its neighbors. Born into an elite family in one of the Republic's wealthiest districts, 15-year-old June is a prodigy being groomed for success in the Republic's highest military circles. Born into the slums, 15-year-old Day is the country's most wanted criminal, but his motives may not be as malicious as they seem. From very different worlds, June and Day have no reason to cross paths until the day June's brother, Matthias, is murdered and Day becomes the prime suspect. Caught in the ultimate game of cat and mouse, Day is in a race for his family's survival while June seeks to avenge Matthias' death. But in a shocking turn of events, the two uncover the truth of what really brought them together and the sinister lengths their country will go to keep its secrets. It sounds really good. It kind of sounds a little The Running Man there in the little middle, but it sounds really good. We also have Z for Zachariah by Robert C. O'Brien. I read this. This was one of the first books that I read when me and my husband got together. It's one of his favorite books, so he gave it to me. And it says, Anne Burden is a 16-year-old and completely alone. The world is, as she once knew, is gone, ravaged by a nuclear war that's taken everyone from her. For the past year, she has lived in a remote valley with no evidence of any survivors. But the smoke from a distant campfire shatters Anne's solitude. Someone else is still alive and making his way towards the valley. Who is this man? What does he want? Can he be trusted? Both excited and terrified, Anne soon realizes there may be worse things than being the last person on Earth. Again, you have last person elements, you have a mysterious force, and it's really cool because when you read the book, the world, or the place that Anne is living in is not like a desolate wasteland or anything, because the kind of perfect atmosphere that she is in. She's like kind of like on like a little cliffside. Her world is fine. She has fresh air. She can grow stuff there. Everything is perfect except when you venture out of it, and then everything's just gone. It's kind of cool. It's a kind of cool concept. I really wish that there was a sequel. That's my only complaint about the book, is that I wish there was a sequel. The next one that I have is Landscape with Invisible Hand by M.T. Anderson. M.T. Anderson is a pretty popular name in children's dystopian sci-fi books. I read this one too, and I still need to watch the movie. The movie recently came out, I think in 2024, maybe 2023. But when the Oov first landed, maybe it came out in 2025. Anyways, when the Oov first landed, it came as a surprise to aspiring artist Adam and the rest of planet Earth, but not necessarily an unwelcome one. Can it really be called an invasion when the Oov, or the Vuv, generously offered free advanced technology and cures for every illness imaginable? As it turns out, yes. With his parents' job replaced by an alien tech and no money for food, clean water, or the Vuv's miraculous medicine, Adam and his girlfriend Chloe have to get creative to survive. And since the Vuv crave anything they deem classic Earth culture, doo-wop music, still life paintings of fruit, true love, recording 1950s style dates for the Vuv to watch in a pay-per-minute format seems like a brilliant idea, but it's hard for Adam and Chloe to sell true love when they hate each other more with every passing episode. Soon enough, Adam must decide how far he's willing to go and what he's willing to sacrifice to give the Vuv what they want. I really like this book. It's very short, first of all, so you can knock it out in a day. Maybe an afternoon. It's a very short book. But I found the concept of this as a dystopian really interesting, because the dystopian element isn't the aliens arriving, because they really don't like harm anyone. The problem is that when the aliens come, they create a financial dystopian by increasing inflation, prices are rising, humans are being priced out of living, and they just can't. And just, it's such a great concept that I wish and hope that I see more of, especially the aspect of the main character and his girlfriend having to exploit their relationship via vlogs, basically, to live, to have money to pay for their families. It is of such an interesting concept, and I hope I see more of this in the future of Dystopian. The next one that we have is something that I've been wanting to read for a while. I've just not had time yet. It is All That's Left in the World by Erik J. Brown. It is What If It's Us meets They Both Die in the End in this post-apocalyptic queer YA adventure romance. When Andrew stumbles upon Jamie's house, he's injured, starved, and has nothing left to lose. A deadly pathogen has killed off most of the world's population, including everyone both boys have ever loved. And if this new world has taught them anything, it's to be scared of what other desperate people will do. So why does it seem so easy for them to trust each other? After danger breaches their shelter, they flee south in search of civilization, but something isn't adding up about Andrew's story, and it could cost him everything. And Jamie has a secret too. He's starting to feel something more than friendship for Andrew, adding another layer of fear and confusion to an already tumultuous journey. The road ahead of them is long, and to survive they'll have to shed their secrets, face the consequences of their actions, and find the courage to fight for the future they desire together. Only one thing feels certain: all that's left in their world is the undeniable pull they had towards each other. I do love a good post-apocalyptic romance. This is right up my alley. The next one that we have is Snowglobe by Soyoung Park, and the translator is Joungmin Lee Comfort. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Please correct me. I have this book, and I have the ebook. I've just not had time to read it. In a world of constant winter, only the citizens of the climate-controlled city of Snowglobe can escape the bitter cold, but this perfect society is hiding dark and dangerous secrets within its frozen heart. Enclosed under a vast dome, Snowglobe is the last place on Earth that's warm. Outside, Snowglobe is a frozen wasteland, and everyday citizens face the icy world to get their jobs at the power plant, where they produce the energy Snowglobe needs. Their only solace comes in the form of 24-hour television programming streamed directly from the doomed city. Residents of Snowglobe have fame, fortune, and above all, safety from the desolation outside their walls. In exchange, their lives are broadcast to the less fortunate outside, who watch eagerly, hoping for the chance to one day become actors themselves. Chobam, I believe that's how you pronounce that, please correct me if I'm wrong, lives for the time she spends watching the shows produced inside Snowglobe. Her favorite, Go Around, starring Hayri. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right here, I'm sorry. Snowglobe's biggest star. And it turns out the key to getting Chobam her dream life. Because Harry is dead, and Chobam has been chosen to take her place. Only life inside Snowglobe is something like what you see on television. Reality is a lie, and truth seems to be forever out of reach. And this was translated from the original Korean. Very excited to read it one day. And the last book that I will be talking about for today's video is Together in a Broken World by Paul Michael Winters. Two boys fall in love in a deadly world, but it's the secrets they keep that might kill them. 17-year-old Zach was visiting his uncle in a small Montana town when a mysterious illness ripped through the world. Most died, but those who survived the infection became mindless killers, spreading the disease with a single scratch. Now, a year later, civilization lies in ruins, and Zach is the town's sole survivor. Desperately lonely, he longs to return to his family in Seattle, but his fears hold him captive. 18-year-old Aiden is on a critical mission for the Covert Scientific Collective, delivering vials whose contents could cure the infection. Tortured by his boyfriend's death, he welcomes the risk of a perilous journey. When a militia attacks Aiden, he flees to Zach's town. The boys escape together and soon form a bond as they comfort each other in this desolate and broken world. The further they travel, the more their affection grows, as do the forces pulling them apart. But their greatest threats are the secrets they keep. Zach hides details of his uncle's death, and Aiden conceals the vial's sinister origins. In order to survive, they had to confront the truths that could tear their love apart. Yeah, so that is all the books I have for Dystopian Rex this year. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!